over a championship club 9 years ago. He's brought back internationals Ellis Genge, Harry Randall and Lewis Rees-Zammit in the hope of sealing home ties in the knockouts. Bordeaux 3 bonus point wins from 3 so far, stacked with France internationals like Damien Penaud, Louis Biel-Biarri and Mathieu Jalibert have scored at an average of 50 points a game in this tournament, but Bristol have been going at 45 points a game, so we could be getting silly at some point this afternoon, Steve.
Thank you very much. One other game in Pool 4, Northampton Saints against Scarlets. That's 3:15. Also at 3:15 in Pool 3, La Rochelle against Harlequins. And in Pool 1 at 5:30, Glasgow Warriors against Saracens. It's Women's FA Cup 4th round weekend. 12 ties across the day. One live score at half-time is Tottenham 1, Leicester 0. Liverpool are without a league win this season. They are bottom of the WSL. They have a big chance to pick up a much-needed win at 4th tier London Bees today. Emily Herbert's at the Hive.
And Liverpool need this. It's a big game for them. Anything other than a win, and there will be serious questions asked. It's been a busy transfer window. 2 big debuts in from the start. The NWSL all-time appearance holder, Denise O'Sullivan, who signed last night, and Tottenham striker Martha Thomas on loan for the rest of the season starts. There's also a debut for Maisie Truman, who becomes Liverpool's youngest ever player at 16 years and 88 days, breaking Lucy Parry's record of age 16 and 150 days, who is also named in the squad today. London Bees, they come from the National League Division 1 South East. It's a huge afternoon for them. All the players are part-time, some still in college. Amy Dern captains from midfield, while their leading goal scorer Millie Isherwood is on the bench.
So we'll be right across that game at 1 o'clock. We're also at the game at 1 between Manchester United and Burnley, and at 2, the match between Arsenal and Aston Villa at Meadow Park. So we're at all of those games, but obviously we'll keep you up to date with all of the scores. Our first commentary of the day comes from Molineux then in the Premier League. Wolves against Newcastle with the Team News Afternoon, Ali Bruce Ball.
Good afternoon, Steve. Welcome to Molineux. We've got a sort of claustrophobic mist creeping its way over the rooftops in this famous old football ground, but no problems in terms of vision. The training balls are out. We're waiting for the players to make their way onto the field. And quite a few changes to deal with in terms of the teams. That's partly due to cup football. So Wolves make 5 changes from the big home win against Shrewsbury in the FA Cup 3rd round last weekend. It's just 1 change, though, from their last Premier League outing, which was the 1-1 draw at Goodison Park. I was actually here a couple of weeks ago for the rousing home win against West Ham. And Rob Edwards has got a bit of a tune out of them recently, Wolves, unbeaten in their last 4 games. The change today is Andre, the Brazilian, comes into midfield for John Arias, and Jorgen Strand-Larsen, despite the hat-trick against Shrewsbury, is back on the bench. Araka Dare will start again as the centre-forward, as he has been doing in the Premier League. And as for Newcastle, if they win this game, they are a point off Liverpool in 4th. They've won their last 3 in the Premier League. 4 changes from the League Cup semi-final. First leg defeat at home to Manchester City. Kieran Trippier comes in at right-back for Lewis Miley. That's a first start for Kieran Trippier since early November. Sandro Tonali into the midfield for Jacob Ramsey. Harvey Barnes into double figures already for goals this season. He comes in for the injured Jacob Murphy. And a change at centre-forward. So Wissa has started 4 of the last 5 in all competitions, but today it's Voltemade. So Voltemade in for Wissa as centre-forward for Newcastle today.
So we've got Nader Manua, Julien Laurent, Conor Cody, all with us in studio alongside Ali for commentary. It's Clinton Morrison. Hello, Clinton.
I'm a good. Well, yeah, what am I saying? Good afternoon to everyone. Now, usually I want to know who's there, but I know who's there, so good afternoon. You got a good free there, man. You got a very,
the magic of radio, Clinton.
Very good free. But I'm a bit disappointed today, Crossy.
Because?
Shambles at Palace, and then another thing. Man City lost to Man United, and I can't have Arsenal winning the league being from London. You will see me disappear for 3 months if Arsenal win the league,
well,
for sure.
I've got some really good news for you, Clinton.
What's wrong?
We've already talked about Tottenham and Crystal Palace, which means you don't need to say anything.
Absolutely buzzing. So I'm happy.
We should talk about Matheus Mane, though. Let's start with him in the Wolves team. At 18, playing wonderfully in a season which has been, let's be honest, an absolute nightmare for Wolves. Clinton, he has become the shining light of hope, really.
Yeah, he's been outstanding. Sometimes as a youngster, you kind of fall on something, and Rob Edwards would have came in, he would have seen him in training. He's obviously impressed in training, and when it's difficult, and the lads will tell you, when you go onto the pitch and playing at a Premier League level, it's so difficult from playing like your under 18s and your under 21s football. But he's gone in there and he's handled it ever so well. He's given them something different, which they needed. They needed something at Wolves. They were struggling big time, and you were worried about them getting the lowest points. I think they won't. I think they'll beat the Derby points total for sure, because I think Rob Edwards is getting a tune out of them. But the young man, I think he's been outstanding, and obviously they're building for next season. They don't want him to do too good though, because I think next season he'll be in the Championship and he'll be flying for them. But if he does too good, there'll be a lot of Premier League clubs looking at him as well.
I think it's full credit to Rob. I think Clinton nails it with Mateus Mane, and I think the job Rob's done. Listen, when he first went in, I think it was tough. I think he lost the first 6 or 7, and I think he'd probably been thinking to himself, what have I done? If I'm being honest, and listen, I love that football club a bit. So to see, it's a bit of a strange feeling at the minute, because they are where they are in the league, but he's just changed the feeling about it a little bit, isn't he? We're not talking about kind of how bad they've done. All of a sudden, we're talking about they're unbeaten in 4, I think, or 5. They won the last game in the FA Cup quite nicely. They obviously beat West Ham, which was a huge game. And I think the young man coming into the team, Mateus Mane, I think has been a real shining light for the football club. I think he's somebody who supporters can look at, can be excited about. When you're in that area of the pitch, and when you're in where you are in the table, I was there last year with Leicester, and it was really tough when fans are coming, there's nothing to really shout about. All of a sudden, you've got this young kid who's just signed a new deal, and you're going to be excited by him. I think he's a real shining light for them, and listen, hopefully they keep on winning games, and Clinton will get past that Derby one, believe me, mate, they will.
100%. But Costa, you know what, I want to ask you something before you...
Me?
Not you, it's really... It's a
The way you
suggestion.
said it. Not you.
No, I don't want to interrupt you, because it's your show and you're the boss of it, so I don't really want to... But what I want to say to Connor, obviously he's still playing at the moment, but what I want to say is, I could see you here in the dugout, mate. That's all I'm saying.
I love that.
I can
Thanks
see
for
you
that,
in the dugout. I can see you. You speak ever so well. You know the game. So if you need an agent, I'm here, mate. Don't worry about it.
I know where you are, mate. Other end of the phone, I know that.
Everything Connor just said there. There is so much interesting stuff within that. So why don't we kind of do a bit of a Rob Edwards big picture closer to kick-off, and just do Mane now, because I feel like we're going to get a lot out of both of those topics, because I think there's a lot to get on. Also, by the way, and Jules will know this, everybody will know this, when I first heard the name Mateus Mane, I didn't